What's going on YouTube? So this is a surreal moment for me because I have been off YouTube now for 3 months. Well, 4 months was my last upload. So we're coming back strong, making the comeback. There's so much stuff that I have to tell you that has happened in the past 4 months. So I'm going to dive into a little bit of that right now, and then we'll pick back up later. So what I wanted to say, let me set you guys up real quick. Alright, so what I wanted to talk about is I stopped YouTube not for any particular reason, just basically didn't feel like I had the time to do what I wanted to do while putting out videos. And at the time I was putting out videos, I really wasn't having too much fun with it. It became kind of a chore. So I just took some time off, stepped off the gas, found who I was as a person again, why I love training. Training just started not becoming fun because I had to film the workouts and the food and, yada yada yada. Like, long story short, well, going into the summer, it's currently October 15th as I'm recording this. Going into the summer, I didn't have the best attitude. Yeah, my last video, what September, August, would have been back in June, you guys saw, or end of May, you guys saw me then. Everything seems fine, you go on camera, you put a smile on your face, and you carry on like nothing's wrong. But, I really hit a low point in my life. I was not happy with who I was, not like body image wise necessarily, but I wasn't happy with who I was mentally, a little bit physically. I knew I needed to step my performance up in every aspect. So that's when I told myself I was going to take some time off. Didn't necessarily want to take the time off because I know you guys enjoy these videos, as do I. But like I said, it just got repetitive and I just didn't really start to enjoy it. I met a girl back in end of June, middle of June, and we really hit it off, and we actually started dating July 3rd of this year. And I'm telling you guys what, it's been the greatest experience of my life the past 3 months that we've been together. I've had the happiest moments of my life. I've had the most loving moments of my life. I've had just everything fall right into place, and it just shows that God has a plan for everybody. And not to get all Christian on you or preach my beliefs on you, but everything happens for a reason. You go through what you go through because there's either a come up or there's a downfall. So if you're having really good points in your life and it just seems like they just keep coming and keep rolling, you kind of have to expect that there's something bad coming. Not bad necessarily, but a downfall. If you're at the peak already, and then if you're at low points in your life where you feel like you're at rock bottom, which I did, you just gotta know that God has a plan for you and that things are gonna look up eventually. And this was that breaking moment where it really just opened up my eyes and I saw what true love really is. And damn, I'm starting to get emotional here, but we've been together for 3 months and I couldn't be any happier with the way life's going and how I feel about her and how she feels about me. I'm really starting to get teary-eyed out here. But yeah, things have been going great. So that's been the past 3 months of my life. I've let that consume me because I wanted to, and it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing at all. Sometimes it could be a bad thing for some people, but for me personally, it's just everything that I've dreamed of. So I let it consume me, and I love it. I love every aspect of it. I love hanging out with her as much as I can, putting all my time into her. And my social media, like Instagram presence, has gone down because I want to embrace the amount of love and support from her and me giving to her. So I chose to step back from everything and just focus on growing our relationship in the beginning and getting as strong as possible in a short amount of time. which we are. We are, we're like this. We're two peas in a pod, and I couldn't be more thankful enough. So diving into, enough of the sad sop, diving into the rest of, what has happened. Back in July, I started prep for a show, and this is when I should have picked back up with YouTube and documented a prep, right? But I started a prep, didn't really know when I was going to compete until a couple months ago, when I knew I wanted to compete November 14th, which is the Wheeling Mid-Atlantic show, which is like 40 minutes from my house, and started prep. I fell off twice, so, and I haven't been that like shredded in a long time, so falling off, I just kind of thought, maybe I'm just not built for, dieting anymore. Like, I'll always love every aspect of bodybuilding, but I thought maybe dieting wasn't, in the cards anymore. I just kind of want to enjoy myself all the time. And then I kind of got comfortable with, settling in that situation where I was like, I can't do this anymore. And then it was just like a heat of the moment, snap of my fingers. I was like, no, I have to dial it in. I have to see the gains that I basically made over the course of the past months, year, whatever. So I got into a prep. After the two fall-offs, I was probably 12, 13 weeks out, maybe 13 and a half, and all the way through, I stuck strict. I did my own diet, I did my own training. I tried to seek out a coach, but at the time, finances weren't. I found an incredible coach, but the finances weren't there to be able to pay this man to be able to coach me. And so I did it all myself. I mean, I have quite a bit of knowledge, not to coach pros, not to coach anybody who's above me level, who's done this over and over, just repetition after repetition. Like, I have enough knowledge to coach me and someone who's just wanting to lose weight and maybe do a show for the first time. I think I can manage that, but I was just doing everything myself. I started at roughly 215 pounds, which was heavy for me. The heaviest I've ever been in my life. Heaviest I've ever been in my life was 218, but I was kind of doing a maintaining phase before I started prep. So I started at 215. Was losing, fat rapidly, blah, blah, blah. We're getting down to 8 weeks out, and that's when everything's really started rolling. Progress really started, showing that the hard training and, some cardio was doing the job and, being in a deficit. So I'll throw a picture up on the screen right now for you of what I looked like when I started prep, and then I'll show a picture right now halfway through prep, because that's about where we're at in the story. And then we're going, and then I get roughly 15 days out from a show, and my show got pushed back to December 5th. I'm already struggling with the diet. I'm not trying to go another couple weeks. I was already going to be stage ready. I was already setting myself up to be stage ready in 3 weeks time. So 15 days out, found another show, started rolling with it, got like 13 days out, it canceled on me. So it was in Maryland. It just got canceled just out of the blue. So mentally, that messed with me a little bit. Physically, I put my body through that, and I didn't get any outcome. And if I would have did a show, they're not allowing audiences. They're not allowing you to not be able to wear a mask on stage. You had to wear a mask with being up there with all the other competitors in front of the judges. So 2020 wasn't the best year to do a prep, but to me, in my case, it was a win overall, just because I haven't been that lean in a very long time. I started from 215, and the lowest I weighed was 182.8, and I was probably going to step on stage at like 178, 177, which would have been, when I was going to compete before, the COVID happened, the COVID strike, I was going to compete at like 160, and I was going to compete at 177, which is 17 pounds of stage weight. So that just goes to show you that the off season was very effective. Put on a lot of muscle, especially on my upper body, my upper frame. kind of proportioned out to my legs. But I'll send a picture up right now for you guys of what I looked like when it was basically my last day of dieting. And that was 182.8. And then that was last Thursday. And today's actually Thursday, so a week ago today. My girlfriend came up. I was like, this is my last day of dieting, so we're going to go out tonight and we're going to get a meal. So we went to the Cheesecake Factory, had a meal, had cheesecake. And then the rest of the night, I kind of just like binged. And I knew it was going to happen because I put my body through that, and I've done it every time. It's a bad habit that I need to break. But the binge went throughout the entire weekend. And I ended up eating whatever I wanted Thursday night, all day Friday, all day Saturday, and all day Sunday. I weighed myself Sunday night, and I weighed 198. So I went from 182 to 198 in 4 days. So that fucked me up mentally. Fucked my body up physically. I wasn't actually have any added fat on my body. I just was holding bloat and water and looking like a pile of poop in all reality. But I told myself Sunday, I was like, I just really got off a huge cut, like a prep, and I don't want to diet anymore. I was like, you know what? I did this to myself, so I have to suffer. So I decided to do a mini cut starting Monday morning, which a mini cut, there's no reason to do a cut after you just came off a prep. But I just didn't like the way my body was looking, and I kind of wanted to recomp. I planned on doing the cut from Monday until Thursday of the next week, which would have been a week from today. But, I woke up Monday morning, I was 195. Woke up yesterday morning, which was 2 days later on the cut, was 188, just dropping water like rapidly. Woke up today, I was 184.9. So roughly 2 pounds, 2.1 pounds above what I was at my leanest. So, I don't look as lean as I was when I was 182.8, but of course that's not going to happen because it was a prep, it was a long time of just consistent non-cheating, blah, blah, blah. I lost all lines of my legs when I did all that binging. So now my lines have come back. My midsection is in a decent spot, I think, to start a bulk. And my physical and mental capacity is just shot because I've been prepping for so long. And I need to give that a rest. So starting this morning, I weighed myself today. If I was anything over 186 or even 188 again, I was going to go to the gym and do what I've been doing for the past couple of days and all of prep, which was fasted 40 minutes of cardio. I got legs today. I was going to do everything and stay on my mini cut, which was 100 grams of carbs. I basically went from binging back down to 100, and it just poured all the water off me rapidly, which I'm grateful for. And I don't feel too shitty, but it's starting to kick in. But today I'm not doing cardio because I weighed 184.9. And so I'm kind of going to start the bulk today. And I figured what a better way to start, a new series than to start a bulk. And so I got a full beard now. I just got a new cut a couple days ago. But that's everything in the past 4 months of my life. It's been fun. It's been not fun. I have to give a huge shout out and thanks to my girlfriend for supporting me. When I met her, I was trying to prep. Fell off a couple times, twice. And then ever since she's met me, I've been on prep for a show. So we've not gotten to actually experience a real relationship where we go out to dinner, once a week, or whenever I see her, or on our anniversaries, September 3rd will be 4 months. I want to do something special because every month that we've been together from day one, we haven't been able to go out to eat. We went out to eat at the two month mark because it was like a refeed for me, but it was only because it was convenient for me. So we get to experience new things as a couple now, and I'm really excited to what this journey holds and what we can embark on. So moving forward, bulk. Talking about a split, I've really been head down diving into the world of Trained by JP. If you guys don't know who that is, I'll throw his up on the Instagram or on the screen, the YouTube screen right now. And check out his YouTube. Check out all his clients. They are supreme. Check out his Instagram. They all train him and 1,000 other people train push, pull, arms, legs. And I've talked about it before. I've had a lot of difficulty and a lot of stress added to me throughout prep because I was constantly trying to change my split from bro split to this. I'll never do push, pull, legs again because the back and the leg day back to back, since my back injury, just doesn't work. But having that arm day in there, it really does work. And then I do 4 days on, 1 day off, and then repeat. I'll make another video. The next video will be my training explained. And then the next video after that will probably be my nutrition explained. And then after that will probably just be full days in life or whatever. I moved in up here where I live at school. I'm still living at school off campus, even though we're all online classes. And yeah, everything's been going great so far, except for feeling like absolute dog crappy. But yeah, we're starting to bulk today, so I'm about to show you my first meal, no fasted cardio this morning. So I told you guys I weighed 180 what, 4.9. So don't need to show you my weight, but as the bulk goes, I'll show you my weight, my progression. Hopefully it's a linear progression. I started log booking my sessions in the gym to make sure that I get stronger and stronger progressive overload, whether it be weight, reps, form, tempo. And this is all explained by Trained by JP and his Instagram, his page on the internet, his YouTube, So I'm actually watching, this is a different video, but I just got done watching Fouad Abiad and Jordan Peters, JP, podcast on the Real Bodybuilding Podcast. So shout out to Fouad. But yeah, let's dive into the day because I know you just watched 13 minutes of me talking and I know you're going to skip right through it, but it really means a lot to me if you do listen and can relate on my level and realize and forgive me for where I've been, what I've been doing, and how we're going to move forward. So time for meal one.